This is a HeadGum podcast.
Welcome to Who Weekly, the podcast where you'll learn everything you need to know about the celebrities you don't. I'm Bobby Finger.
I'm Lindsay Weber.
And this is my new fave. Her name is Betsy.
Why are you playing Betsy?
I'm playing Betsy.
I didn't give you permission to shill Betsy on the podcast.
You don't have to give me permission. It's both of our podcast. So Betsy, in case you didn't know who Betsy is, just to be clear, none of you know who Betsy is.
No one knows who Betsy is. You don't even know who Betsy is.
Betsy's this Welsh singer, and her name is Betsy. Her stage name is Betsy. Her name is Elizabeth Humphrey.
Where did you hear Betsy? At a Panera or something?
No. I heard it at a coffee shop in my neighborhood that usually plays the worst music all the time. And then they start playing.
And then you heard this angel that sounds like a mix between Cher and Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox, drag queen Annie Lennox is what she sounds like. All caps, Betsy. Her name is Elizabeth Humphrey. She's from Wales, and this is great. All you have to know about Betsy is this first sentence of her Wikipedia. First two sentences.
Okay.
Betsy was raised on a rural goose farm in Nevern, Wales. Her mother bought the goose. Wait.
She's not a drag queen.
Just wait. Her mother bought the goose business next to their home and subsequently moved it to their house.
Wait, what did Jordan Sargent say about Betsy? That's my favorite thing.
Oh, he said something like, hold on, let me get that right.
It's funny.
Right. Shout out to Jordan Sargent. So when I was like shilling for Betsy on my Instagram,
like
he responded.
Hard. Bobby's like on the Betsy Street team.
I just suddenly became the world's biggest Betsy stan. He said, a vaguely European pop singer named Betsy, it's like they sat in a meeting somewhere and were like, how do we ensnare gay men? Which is very true. It's very true.
So that's Betsy.
She's great. I want everyone to fall in love with Betsy and bring her from who status to them status. She's truly iconic. She sounds like 2011.
She
great.
Does. She really
sounds like
does.
2011.
She sounds like Frances from Frances and the Light and the Machine. I almost said in the Lights. That's
Florence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Frances. God, I went along with that.
She sounds like Florence. She sounds like Florence, who's also Welsh, and she sounds like Annie Lennox and Cher. And then she also kind of sometimes sounds like, who else did I say she sounds like? She just sounds like a lot of
yes,
divas.
and she's one name, which I love, and it's all
Betsy.
capitalized, which I also love.
And she's definitely assuming you know who she is when you definitely don't know who she is.
We can get started. Wait, Lindsay, how was your weekend?
It was good. Why are you asking?
Yeah. No, I was asking because it hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
we're recording a little early this week, so
you were trying to like...
We're pretending like we recorded on a Sunday when we didn't.
Well, I was thinking about my last weekend, which was a long time ago, and I kind of already forgot. But yes, this past weekend that hasn't happened yet, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Lindsay and I actually saw The Greatest Showman, which we did on Sunday.
We
saw it yesterday, but yesterday hasn't happened yet.
Right. That's why this is kind of a bummer, because like we can't record it on Monday after we've seen The Greatest Showman. Maybe we'll do like a quick like live recording of ourselves just talking.
Maybe. If we do it, I'll put it right here. Okay, so this is Lindsay and Bobby reporting live from Manhattan. We just saw The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
It was introduced by the person who introduces us, and this is The Greatest Show Man. Unfortunately, we can't say too much because reviews are embargoed until TBD, but
that's a good sign.
That's a really good sign.
Let's just say that.
And
let's just say
this is me.
Let's just say this is me.
Bye. We don't like talking about heavy news, so instead of talking about the horrendous LA wildfires and the destruction they've caused, which is truly depressing and a terrible news story, let's talk about how it affected Lea Michele.
Yeah.
Because E! News, bless their little hearts, have a headline on YouTube today that is, Lea Michele talks LA wildfires and holidays.
It's truly good.
And the woman who... So first of all, Lea Michele escaped the wildfires and went to her friend Brad Goreski's house. In case you don't know who he is. He is, Rachel Zoe's former assistant, now a stylist in his own right.
But it's like a great double situation where you get to... I mean, you don't get to. You're like, oh my God, the fire, I had to go. And I also went to Brad Goreski's. Like, she got to be double. It's like, yeah, my best friend, Brad Goreski. It's like,
Who
okay,
I
great.
think it's really interesting that her new best friend is Brad Goreski. But meanwhile, what happened to Jonathan Groff? I guess he's too busy in Netflix shows.
No, I think they still hang out. I saw a photo of them, like, doing yoga, but I think Leah...
Groffy's getting really busy, and I think Leah needs a replacement.
Well, also, Brad is not that he's not busy, but his job is literally to hang out with celebrities and do styling.
Yes.
So technically, when Brad and Leah hang out, he could also be like doing work with her.
And that's how
like
they met.
she pays him, or somebody pays him and he comes over. And yes, they're hanging out. Yes, they're friends, but it's also like he's getting paid.
Yes, they met because he styled her, and then they became friends because of it a couple years ago. Anyway, listen to this amazing segue. So for the first 50 seconds of this red carpet interview between an E! News reporter and Lea Michele, they're talking about the fires and how it affected Leah and if she's okay, whatever. How
she's okay.
Nightmarish LA is. She's fine.
Okay.
But listen, you thought we were good at segues? Excuse me. You thought we were bad at segues? Listen to this woman.
To be fair,
turn
this
the
is
tables.
a tough one. This is a pro, and this is a tough segue.
I hope your house is okay.
I think everything will be fine, but it's just better to be safe than sorry, and happy that I made it here today, and that was it.
Aside from that
Yes.
thing that's like stressful, you're in a great place in your life.
I'm so thankful.
That's a good...
But aside from the wildfires, everything's great.
Well, I just like, that's a really good segue to keep in your back pocket for any situation. You're like, so aside from that, you're in a great place. She's like, yeah. Anyone
No,
would
it's
just be
very-
like, yeah.
It's 2017 version of, but apart from that, Miss Lincoln, how was the play? You know?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
She's great. I don't know her name, but we love you, E! News reporter. Is the mayor doing well? That show?
Oh, the show. I was like, the
People
mayor
like
of
it.
Los Angeles is probably not doing well, Bobby. Like, it's a lot to deal with.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I think the mayor is doing well, and I
Yeah, me
think
too.
people watch it.
Listen to the description. The Mayor actress reveals her house is close to one of the brush fires burning Los Angeles. So did she evacuate her home? Plus, here are her plans for the holidays.
You know, sometimes you just got to get both in. Both topics.
So is that all there is to say about Lea Michele? Because we've already talked
There's
about...
not much more. You know, like, she's still dating Zandy.
That's good.
She's in a great
Why
place.
didn't she go to Zandy's house?
That's true. Where does Zandy live?
I don't think anyone knows where Zandy lives. I think Zandy's bi-coastal, so he may have been in New York.
It's weird she didn't go to Zandy's. She went to Brad's, not Zandy's. I wonder what Zandy thinks.
Zandy's busy. I think
Yeah.
Zandy's actually one of those people who, like, travels for business.
You're putting a lot of... You're assuming a lot about Zandy when I know you know nothing about him.
What I'm doing, Lindsay, is giving Zandy the benefit of the doubt because I've never seen Lea Michele happier than she is with Zandy.
It's true. She's truly doing okay. I mean, the reporter asked, you're in a great place in your life. And she said, yeah.
You know who else is doing okay?
Who?
Miranda Cosgrove.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, she officially changed her major, according to Just Jared. And, again, according to Just Jared, it isn't what you think. Who's thinking about her major?
Read the Just Jared. Is it Junior or regular Jared?
This is Junior.
Read the Just Jared Junior headline, though.
Miranda Cosgrove changed her college major with just a year left to go.
Love it. Love
Welcome
it.
to college.
Tell me more.
Let's read the whole thing.
Okay.
The Despicable Me actress opened up about switching her major with only 1 year left to go at USC, from film studies to psychology. Classic. Absolutely
interesting.
classic.
That's so actress taking a break to go to college move.
Here we go. I keep switching it, she admits during her interview on Live with Ryan and Kelly and Ryan. Miranda adds, my dad did psychology at USC too, but now he owns a dry cleaning business. He still says he uses it all the time, though. Check
Wait,
out her
uses-
study mode below. He uses psychology.
Because, like, on his customers or
Yeah, I
something?
guess. I don't know. On someone.
Okay, interesting.
Check out her study mode below, and she just uses flashcards. She loves flashcards.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's
Also,
awesome.
what? What else is
No.
there to say about Miranda Cosgrove?
Nothing. I had something and I was like, that's so not interesting. Who cares? And so I'm done.
I think she's interesting
Why?
because she was so huge on Disney Channel, and she had such a, or is it Nickelodeon? No, Disney Channel. She had such a huge show,
iCarly, yeah.
and didn't parlay it into something else the way that she didn't follow the model, you know?
No, she didn't. She went
Everyone
to
else
college.
followed the model, and she was like, no, I'm going to go to college.
She went to college. I think it's always interesting when actors and actresses go to college after they're young stars and then study film, which makes sense, but also is kind of funny because they're like they've been in stuff, so they know. But then they're like, I want to learn more. I want to be a filmmaker. But it's like,
and then she thought, I'm fine. This is okay.
I'm gonna do psychology.
Maybe she will actually get an advanced degree and become a psychologist. You know,
maybe. iCarly. I believe in her.
The sky's the limit for Miranda Cosgrove is what we're saying. You know who else for whom the sky is the limit?
Let's graduate. We were at Just Jared Jr. and we're going up to Just Jared.
Oh, I love graduating.
Did you know that Jennifer Aniston and Kate Hudson threw their support behind their friend Jennifer Meyer?
How could I not know that? All the biggest names in town are talking about how they're throwing their support behind their best friend Jennifer Meyer.
Jennifer Meyer must be like the world's best friend. Like, can you imagine being Jennifer Meyer? She must text literally 14,000 people all day long, right? She must never stop texting people. You know, like she probably picks her phone and it's like, oh, that's Jennifer. Oh, that's Kate. Oh, that's Jenna Dewan Tatum. Oh, that's Molly Sims. Oh, like just constantly like switching, just texting.
Oh, that's Tobey Maguire.
Those people who have a lot of friends, they have to maintain those relationships.
Mm-hmm. It is really funny imagining her recently texted list.
Yeah,
like the little Rolodex that's right there.
So I guess there was an event with
her
Jennifer
group
Meyer.
threads. Oh my god, I bet there are like group threads where Kate Hudson and Jennifer Aniston and Jenna Dewan Tatum are in one, but then there's one where it's just Jennifer Aniston and Kate Hudson that Jenna's not in.
So Jen Meyer, as you may have recalled, we've talked about her, is Tobey Maguire. Jen Meyer is Tobey Maguire's ex-wife. She's a jewelry designer and friend to the stars.
And because she's a friend to the stars, she also grew up, we've talked about her before, we don't need to get into it, but she grew up like her one of her parents is in some way in the industry. So she's always been in Hollywood in some way. I think she grew up in New York, but she's always had a foot in the door when it came to Hollywood, but she didn't want to become an actress. She just befriended actresses. But because she's a jewelry designer, all of her friends wear her jewelry. Right. All of them.
It's not like her jewelry is ugly. It's pretty plain, pretty simple-ish.
Yeah. It's hard to not like, you know?
Yeah.
It's
but
an
what
easy
I
way in.
love about these photos is that in every photo, almost every, like in a lot of photos with Jen and someone else, she's hugging them. She's like embracing everyone.
Like
so there's
in
like
there. Oh, in the crook of their neck. Oh, just in there.
So there's just like she's holding on to Jenna Dewan. She's holding on to Jennifer Aniston. She's grasping Kate Hudson, and I find it very interesting because if her brand is like friend, she's really digging into that brand, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I love
like
it.
These are my friends. Like look how I hug them. Look how I embrace them. Cracks me up.
I really like the photo of her. You know who she did not put her. She wasn't nuzzling Tobey Maguire in their photo together.
Oh no. Well, it's also great because what I love about this is that the Just Jared article does not even mention Tobey Maguire, and then the Daily Mail article leads with Tobey Maguire. So Daily Mail says Jennifer Meyer reunites with ex-husband Tobey Maguire as he supports her at star-studded jewelry launch party in Hollywood. So yeah, she has his arm around him. She's kind of grabbing his neck, which is a little something. You pointed out a really funny thing is the step and repeat says Jennifer Meyer and Jenna Dewan Tatum on it.
I know. Well, the thing is, if I'm ever going to walk in front of a step and repeat for a photo op, it better say Jenna Dewan Tatum on it, you know?
It's true. It's true. It's like a charity
Otherwise
thing.
it's worthless.
It's worthless. Anyways, I just love the Daily Mail angle is just these people.
Well, that's in their style guide. In their style guide. You must lead with Tobey Maguire, if at all possible.
Yeah, lead with the man.
So
Lindsay,
much hugging, though. Can you, speaking of not Jennifer Aniston, speaking of Just Jared, can you read this headline that you found that just killed me?
Oh, I love it. So this is I guess they were doing reporting at the GQ Man of the Year Awards, which I went to last year. That was fun.
Humble brag.
And
okay,
I know, I'm just saying, it was like a really star-studded party.
Why are we still, what are we doing? They should have canceled this.
Okay, so
in light of recent events, we're not giving anyone an award for Man of the Year.
It's true. It's just like where like celebrities go and wear really nice suits. Like it's such a like, it's all suits. Anyways.
James looks great also.
Okay, James Marsden and Edei are still going strong after 2 years. And you're like, who's Edei?
I didn't know about Edei. I didn't know her at all.
And I was like, either this woman is literally like a one-name singer or something, or Just Jared is being very rude to her by not giving her a last name. And as it turns out, she's like a singer. Edei.
Mm-hmm.
Had you ever heard of her?
I'd never seen her. I'd never heard of her. I'd never seen a photo of the two of them together. I don't even think of James Marsden really as having I think of him as a robot still, you know? Thanks to Westworld, I just think of him as a robot.
Well, so why I brought up that I was there last year was the most attractive men in real life, and this is always a thing, who's the hottest in real life, were, for me, French Montana, and James Marsden. I literally could not look at James Marsden. He was so hot in person. He looked like a Ken doll. Like he is, you're right. He is a robot. He's a hot robot. And also, I was like really into French Montana. He looked really hot.
That's good. That's good. Do you want to, should I play some Edei music right here? Let's play some Edei music.
Sure. This is like Who adjacent, but more about like media coverage. So let's say that before I even start. You're going to be like, oh, the Kardashians, they're not Who's. It's like, you're right. But what I'm telling you is the coverage they're getting is hilarious. So what I've been noticing, and actually our friend Meredith tweeted about it, which was really funny, is that because nobody actually knows if the Kardashians that are rumored to be pregnant are pregnant, the way that they're being covered is fucking hilarious. Have you seen this? Every time that the Daily Mail mentions Khloe Kardashian or Kylie Jenner, they will say pregnant before their name in quotes, being like, we're not quite sure, but like supposedly. And it's so
like, we don't want to get
funny.
sued.
And it's great because the girls, like, who knows if they're pregnant at this point? I honestly don't know. I feel like I'm being gaslit into thinking that they're not pregnant when they are pregnant, right? Like, they're pregnant.
Yeah, I think I agree with, and I think you do too, with Mariah Smith's hypothesis.
Who knows more than anyone about
if
what
they
they'll
are
do.
pregnant, which I do sort of believe that they are pregnant.
Yeah.
If they are pregnant, the way they're going to announce it is through the Christmas card, which they're slowly revealing throughout the week.
Which is funny because this might come out. This episode's gonna come out Monday.
Yeah, this episode's gonna be.
This episode to come out Monday, so it might be revealed actually before this episode comes out.
It might be revealed tonight,
or like Sunday on their episode.
Oh yeah, on the episode.
Point being, this might be dated or whatever, so just get over yourself. But what I really want to describe is it's really funny because they both keep posting these like throwback photos of themselves clearly not pregnant, and people are just like so funny about them. So the Daily Mail headline says pregnant, quotes, Khloe Kardashian poses in fishnet sweatsuit for Good American brand, and she doesn't look pregnant.
This photo was 6 months ago,
and it says the image could be a throwback snap of the 33-year-old reality star. So it's like they don't even know what's going, like they just don't know what's going on. And then a great headline from People magazine. I guess Kylie took a photo of her tree in her house, which by the way, guess who made her tree?
Oh God, was it Jonathan Lethem?
Yes, and his name's not Jonathan. His name's Jeff.
Jeff Lethem, sorry.
So she was like, thanks, Jeff Lethem, like, love my tree. And I guess she decorated it pink. And of course, that set people in a tailspin, thinking that she did pink because she's having a girl, which is fucking insane.
Not because she loves pink. And what about
pink
us?
is a color. Yeah. So headline, Kylie Jenner shows off Kylie Jenner shows off 20-foot Christmas tree. Is it inspired by her baby's sex? ? God. And then
they don't know the answer all the way. Saved you a click. They don't know the answer.
The Daily Mail take on that is, quote, 20 feet of magic. Pregnant, in quote. So this is, quote, 20 feet of magic, quote, pregnant Kylie Jenner shares images of massive Christmas tree, which she has decorated in pink, ... as she continues to feel rumors that she's expecting a girl. So it's just like really funny to me that no one knows what the hell is going on. We've now been maybe a month out from when the rumors came out, and we still don't know.
We should start using quotes whenever we don't know what a celebrity does.
Pregnant, quote, pregnant. It's just so funny that they keep on doing that. They keep calling them pregnant, but they're still unsure, so they quote it. And then also, who knows what's going to happen. And what Bobby's referring to is every year the Kardashians have a Christmas card. You guys may have heard. They've skipped a few years sometimes. It's been a little awkward. But they're doing a slow reveal, which has been on this photographer's Instagram for the past 5 or 6 days. And it's different shots of, it's been Kourtney and Kim and their kids so far, but hasn't been Kylie. It's been Kendall too, but it hasn't been Kylie or Khloe.
Or Khloe, yeah.
And what everyone thinks is that they're going to like reveal them pregnant, like on the Christmas card.
Bump to hell.
Like bump to bump or something like that. Anyways, it could happen by the time this episode airs. In that case, shout out Mariah Smith, who's always right.
She's so smart. Mariah knows everything about them.
did you see Madison Beer was in today's
I saw. What did she do? Pull-ups?
event?
She did pull-ups?
Like sexy pull-ups? I don't know. And
Well,
then...
Sorry, it's all we didn't explain. The Love Advent Calendar released a new video because it's, December, so this happens, and it's Madison Beer, and she's doing pull-ups in sexy lingerie that is, I think, blue, and that's it. That's all.
I wonder what the quote was at the end of
I was just clicking so we could see the
video.
quote.
Yeah.
Madison Beer's quote is, "They always feature such iconic women, and to be part of that fills my heart with love and gratitude." Madison Beer.
So she's like, I'm so honored to be amongst the rest. The rest.
Okay, so what is next on this list? What do we have to talk about?
You're the one who brought this up. You said, you turned to me today and you said, Pumpkin gave birth. And I was like, Pumpkin from Flavor of Love?
No.
And you were like, but the funny thing is, mine was just as reasonable of a suggestion
right.
as what it was. You were like,
You're
no,
right.
Pumpkin from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm sorry. Great. Okay. I'm sorry.
And I really don't want to talk about this family. They make me, it's so sad.
I know, but...
It's just awful. It's just funny that, like, Pumpkin gave birth.
It's
Auntie Boo Boo. Honey's big sister Pumpkin welcomes new baby and gives her a refreshingly normal
That's
name.
what
And
cracked
the name is Ella Grace Efford.
Well, that her last name she can't
Ella
help.
Grace is fine.
Ella Grace is... I just liked when Daily Mail said a refreshingly normal name, but aren't all their names nicknames? It's not
That's
their
what I'm
real
saying.
names.
Like, that is not going to prevent that family from giving her a fucked up nickname.
Pumpkin's real name is Lauren. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like she got a weird name.
Honey Boo Boo is not on her birth certificate.
It's not?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that girl's name is going to be like Moldy. Ella Moldy Efford.
Congrats to our new baby.
Moldy.
Why
Look at little Moldy over there.
Why Moldy?
I don't know. I'm nervous about mold. Did I tell you I got a mold test done in my apartment?
You said
I'm
moldy
serious.
because you're thinking about mold?
Mold is top of mind. I'm very nervous about mold.
Wait, do you have mold?
I saw some mold on the baseboards and I was like, I have toxic mold. I was convinced I have toxic mold.
Is it mold?
Lindsay, I don't know. That's why I sent it to the lab to get it tested.
Wait, you bought a mold test and then you did it?
I bought a mold test. Yeah, I bought a mold test. And you like stick.
There's nothing more, but there's nothing more like terrifying to Bobby, specifically to Bobby, than like a scary mold, like something that makes
silent killer.
like a silent killer. A silent killer is like truly your.
I'll go to sleep and I'll look at the baseboard and there's like a little mold on it and I'm like, oh god. I told the landlord and he was like, he looked at it. He was here to fix some other stuff and I was like, well, there's also mold. And he looked at the mold and was apparently like, oh, it's fine. We'll just bleach it. I don't trust. No. It's not the visible stuff that scares me. It's the stuff that's behind the drywall.
So did he say yes, it's mold, or he was just like
it's mold? The question isn't whether or not it's mold. You can't tell by looking at it whether or not it's toxic. You know?
Wow, I
You
can't
have
believe
to
you're
send
gonna
it
die
into
from
a lab.
mold. I can't believe after all the things in your life you're
I
gonna
know,
go.
but then our friend, also who listens to the podcast, Alix, was talking about how she once worked in an office that had toxic mold, and they found out late. And she was like in this toxic mold for months, apparently.
Is she still with us?
She's still with us. I don't know, Lindsay. I'm scared of the mold.
So but like, let's get back to why
Mold is very top of mind.
But that's why you nicknamed the new Honey Boo Boo kid
Moldy. Ella Moldy Efford.
I just feel like you dragged your own baggage into the poor girl's nickname, and you should apologize.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Okay, can we move on to like a not mold related topic, like Art Basel?
Art Basel. Is it Basel or Basil? It doesn't really matter.
I have no idea.
Art Basel has started, which is great. There's it's open to everyone. Everyone's invited to Art Basel, which is really fun. Like the most A-list people go, the most hooey people go. And in our case, Sophia Richie is there with Scott Disick, and they're looking at art. They're loving it.
They're
at
kissing
the Haute
each other.
Living VIP pop-up opening. Yeah, they don't typically kiss in public, but they're kissing.
They PDA'd enough.
They PDA. They don't necessarily kiss.
Know that they're actually together, but they're doing it at Art Basel. Art Basel is like the Basel. Who cares? Art Basel is like it's like Cannes. Like it's like it's basically just Cannes. People go and do stuff, and it gets covered. It's like a week of partying, but it's art related.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot like Cannes.
Like how Cannes is like has movie stuff, but it's mostly just like parties and people get press for being there.
But it's like Cannes at least ends with an award show. Like people win Cannes and things premiere at Cannes. I couldn't tell you one piece of art that was unveiled at Art Basel. I couldn't tell you if there are winners. Do you win art?
Like that.
Do you win awards for art? Do you sell your art there?
I don't think it works. I don't think art's unveiled at Art Basel. Like I don't think that's how it works. I don't.
Oh, did you see?
Do not call us and tell us how Art Basel works. I literally could not care less.
If you call about Art Basel, we're blocking your number.
I will not care about that. Sorry. Did I see what?
What was the thing? What was the headline that you saw about Art Basel that was like, and damage from the hurricane is minimal or something, where it mentioned the hurricane in passing? Awful.
Because it's happening in Miami, obviously. And it was like, what was the hurricane that just happened in Florida? That was the big deal. It was like, of course I forget. Of course, it's like Louis has nothing on Art Basel. Irma. It was like Irma has nothing on Art Basel. And I was like, this is weird. Like, all these, and also right next to like Lea Michelle's fire tragedy in the holidays, like it's very strange to cover, like, to include your like devastating storm or fires in with your pop culture. Not that you can't, but it's difficult, It's
difficult. And you know what else is difficult? Talking about Art Basel for more than 90 seconds.
I think we did it though.
What's going on with Stephanie Pratt? I didn't actually click this. Sorry.
Well,
Lindsay.
nothing, but I was looking through the Daily Mail and I feel like we've given props to Spencer Pratt, but we've never really given proper props. Yep. Proper props to Stephanie Pratt, who is like really living her best British life these days. Mm-hmm. She's like very famous in England.
Oh yeah, because of Made in Chelsea.
Bullshit. Yeah, but it's just amazing that she did that. Like, we don't even pay attention to her in America, and yet in England they're like, exclusive, she's ditching boys for men. Stephanie Pratt makes red carpet debut with producer Jack Noble, but suffers awkward run-in with ex Johnny Mitchell after accusing him of cheating. And it's like, whoa, you're getting stuff like that? You're getting headlines like that in England?
She looks amazing.
Well, she has a whole new face. I mean, her face is...
She's like so glammed out.
Well, it's just she kind of looks like an alt-Heidi Montag, too, for talking about Spencer Pratt adjacent things.
Oh, God, she does.
Just kind of like the same nips and tucks you kind of saw on Heidi. It's just funny to me, and we never, like... Since we don't talk about England as much, we never talk about her. But every time I look at the Daily Mail, she's all over it, and it just makes me think, like, the Pratt family really is on the same track. They really get something. They're kind of this weird, it must be genetic is what I'm saying.
And I think let's move on to Rita.
Okay. Oh, fun fact about Rita. We recorded Rita while being shot for E.T. Canada. Heard of it?
So the sound quality is going to change and probably be better because we recorded at the HeadGum Studios.
But shout out to ET Canada. If you live in Canada and you actually watch ET Canada, you will be seeing us on some kind of best podcast segment next year. So not yet.
I don't know what the segment is yet, but it's something about like podcasts, like we'll week salute to podcasts, and we're getting a segment.
Salute.
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 So thanks for ET Canada for like coming to our office and like shooting us and asking us questions and letting us talk about Rita in front of you for a good 15 minutes. Fun. And now Rita for you.
What was she wearing? Where was she seen? She posted what on Instagram? She's the Who Queen. Tens of people want to know all about the number one Who. Lindsay, Bobby, tell us now. What's Rita Ora up to?
Who is this woman?
So what is she up to this week?
Well, she caused a lot of scandal this week.
How so?
And I really honestly can't tell whether it's on purpose or by accident. I don't know what do you think?
I think it's on purpose. I think everything she does is intentional.
So for those of you who didn't see, Rita Ora went to a party. I forgot what party it was. It was like a pretty big, it was like a fashion event.
It was like a fashion event.
Yeah, whatever.
It was the Fashion Awards, just called the Fashion Awards. She was at the Fashion Awards.
Who hosts it?
I don't know, but Donatella Versace was there, so it was legitimate.
So it's the Fashion Awards. Did she get an award?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so she went to the Fashion Awards, and we don't know whether she got an award or not. But she went in a group, I guess, or she was there, and she took a lot of photos with this Irish fighter named Conor McGregor, right?
McGregor. Sorry.
Really?
McGregor. Conor McGregor. And
Conor
he's an MMA
McGregor.
fighter.
And he's an MMA fighter, and he just won something recently. Don't care.
He's very
And
famous
who
if
cares?
you follow that.
Right. And so she took a photo with him, and she captioned it "date night," which is a little bit awkward if you know that he's married.
It scandalized everyone because they were like, Conor is married. What are you thinking?
And there were flirty photos. Like there was a lot of flirty photos. But if you knew Rita, it's like that's literally she posed with a plant with flirty photos.
And you gave her exactly what you wanted.
Right.
You gave her exactly what she wanted.
Right, which is attention. Anyways, so she then diffused the drama by posting other photos, one with Donatella Versace being like my actual date for the night. But the point is that she got a lot of negative attention. What's new? Even though it was really interesting, is because people were reporting that Rita's actual boyfriend
Was there.
was her date.
Andrew
was
Watt,
there,
the musician Andrew Watt,
who we've
iconic
spoken about
musician.
again. But what's funny is she
Lindsay, what is his artist? I mean, what is his instrument of choice? Do you know what Andrew Watt does?
guitar.
I don't know. Why.
Wait, you asked
I just
about
wanted to see if
knowing?
you knew.
Is it guitar?
I don't know.
Cool.
Could be.
Very good. Good research. But
Anyway.
the funny thing was, though, is that because of all of this drama, Rita had to post an Instagram of her actual boyfriend and be like, my boyfriend. So she almost got too much attention than
Right.
what she wanted.
And that boyfriend had always been rumored, not actually confirmed by her. So because of this, she had to confirm that
She
Andrew
had
Watt
to
is her
confirm.
boyfriend.
Because she's like, I'm not actually dating this married man.
What else is she up to?
She had her, she was in the Love Advent.
She was in love. Oh, we told you to expect her Love Advent Day.
It's
and it
today.
came.
Is it the fourth day? She came after Emily Ratajkowski's romp with the spaghetti.
It was Tuesday, so it looks like it was the fifth day. She's day 5.
Amazing.
She's day 5.
So describe to me what her Advent video looked like.
So we remember Kendall Jenner ate raw eggs, and then did like boxing.
Yep.
And then she boxed.
Yep.
And then who else? Emily Ratajkowski writhed around an oily bucatini.
Spaghetti.
No, bucatini.
She oily
And then
bucatini.
Ashley Graham took a bobsled through Manhattan, I think.
Duh,
That's what she did.
obviously, yeah.
Rita Ora just danced to her own song. Rita Ora.
Incredible concept, incredible execution.
Rita Ora dressed like a bumblebee and danced to her own song. Not even a
Amazing.
bumblebee, like a fashion,
Yeah, a sexy bumblebee.
sexy fashion
Unless
bumblebee.
you think bumblebees are sexy.
But as we told you in the previous episode, each of these love videos ends with a quote from the subject of the love video. And so
It's
Rita's...
almost like the quote is kind of like, I agreed to this and I'm not in trouble or I'm not
Yeah.
kidnapped. It's almost like one of those things where you like write, you're kidnapped and then they find like a note that's just like, I'm Bobby Finger, I'm not kidnapped.
Yeah, it's
I'm
also
very happy and I'm very comfortable.
It's also very much like methinks the love advent calendar woman protests too much.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, good quote, good
they're all
one,
like- they're all
Shakespeare.
like-
That's what
they're all like-
Shakespeare originally said.
They're like, I love
right?
it. No,
Yeah.
this is great.
I'm
love
having
it.
a great time. This is empowering for women. That's my favorite part. Is it's like the empowering for women thing, where it's like
It's so
this is so
empowering.
empowering for women. Like I have a gun to your head and like say it's empowering for women.
Emily's like pulling off pieces of bucatini, and she's like, "This is so
It's empowering.
I promise
I look
you.
forward to shooting this every year. Such a fun time. Reminds me of the festive season.
So that's Rita's, which is I look forward to shooting this every year because she's in it every year. Such a fun time. Reminds me of the festive season.
Love it.
Anyway, that's it. What else is she up to?
That's it.
I think that's it. Yeah. You said she was
Honestly,
at
that's a
Oh,
lot.
she was on. Do we want to talk about it?
She was on AM to DM.
AM to DM, BuzzFeed's show, AM to DM.
Shout out to everyone who tweeted that at us. We saw.
We saw, and she was on it. Let me read these quotes from the press release.
The best is that we got the press release like the minute after it aired. So shout out to that person who knows our beat.
Mike Siegel at Kite Hill PR
Wow, you just said his email address.
made this. No, I'm saying that he works at Kite Hill
okay.
PR.
Okay, cool.
She was on AM to DM, and I love this. I love the way that she always has to, shove in her sponsorships.
Yeah.
Rita Ora discusses absolute partnership, harassment, and social media trolls on BuzzFeed's AM
I
to
love that
DM.
Absolute got the first.
It got the first one.
first mention
in the subject line.
on her Absolute partnership.
I love this quote from her. I'm a queen, so I love to be proud of all my friends. I love to be proud of all of my friends.
So do I.
I grew up in a gay community.
Do you not love that?
I love it too.
Okay.
I grew up in a gay community and have the best friends in the whole entire world who do nothing but inspire me. That's nice, right?
Is she a queen?
I really don't understand what that has to do with her absolute partnership.
Like, is she a queen? Like, are we missing something about the royal lineage? Is Rita Ora
Well,
a queen also?
As we made clear in Thursday's episode, we know nothing about the royal lineage.
Nothing.
We don't know anything
Not
about
one
the royal
thing.
hierarchy. So
she could be a duchess.
for
or
all
a
we know,
countess.
she could be queen.
She is Queen Rita. Well, as you know, I'm a queen and I'm proud of my friends and also my gay ones, but especially my gay ones.
Yes, and she says, you can't micromanage things because you will go crazy. And once you start doing that, honey, there is no hope. You just have to really be you and rise above.
That's great advice.
Yeah, it's good advice.
That's great advice.
And
Rising above, very generic.
And I think with that, we're done with the episode.
That's
for
literally
today.
all she did.
That's all she did, which is a lot. For her, that's a lot.
She she had
drummed up some
drama.
controversy. Yeah, she drummed up some controversy.
She covered the drama.
She made a revelation.
She's
her
a
boyfriend?
queen and she loves her gay fans. And she was sexy in a video.
She's sexy bee. She's sexy bee, and what was the full quote?
She's not kidnapped and she's fine. Please don't come and look for her.
She's not kidnapped.
She was not forced to shoot that video.
So,
she did it on her own.
I'm just going to do the ending just so we can have it.
Okay.
So thank you to Katie and Eric of The Who's. As always, thank you to the creators, the creative geniuses behind the Love Advent Calendar. You guys are brilliant monsters.
Don't thank them.
Thank you to everyone who rates and reviews us on Apple Podcasts. And thank you to ET Canada, I think.
Yeah, I think thank you to ET Canada.
Thank you to ET Canada.
Mostly
because
thank you to ET Canada.
There's an ET Canada camera in our face right now, so we have to say that. Otherwise, I feel like
we're not kidnapped. Thank you to ET Canada.
We promise we are not kidnapped. We
By
love
ET.
ET Canada.
We love you, Canada.
We love ET Canada, and we'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.
You will dream it.
They want to know.
Hey,
Mia.
hey,
Mia.
Come on.
hey. I want to be famous.
What I'm doing, Lindsay, is giving Zandy the benefit of the doubt because I've never seen Leah Michele happier than she is with Zandy.
It's true. She's truly doing okay. I mean, the reporter asked, "You're in a great place in your life," and she said, "Yeah."
That was a HeadGum podcast.